So, over the past few days, I have been trying to learn Chinese and Vietnamese. I do so through watching YouTube videos of these people teaching Vietnamese or Chinese, like basic Vietnamese and basic Chinese. The videos, really good videos of these like people teaching these languages basics exist, so I use them. And I also do so through reading Wikipedia articles in these languages. Like I go through these languages like articles about specifically about like war crimes Japan committed in these countries, and I go through them like word by word, translating them. So like, I learned the word Nanjing, like Chinese. In Chinese, like there's a thing called pinyin, and you have to like be precise as to where like the accent or the emphasis lies in the word, right? So even if it's like Nanjing or Nanjing, like these words can have different meanings just because they have different things. But anyways, and like I've been trying to learn these languages by doing that, and I think it's important for like me to be doing this because I am, like, whether I like it or not, I'm ethnically Japanese, and my people committed terrible atrocities against the people in China, Vietnam, Korea, Indonesia, Philippines, all of these eastern to southeastern Asian countries. And I should, like, if I'm going to oppose colonialism, which I do, I go to protests in solidarity with Palestinians, and I speak out for the human rights of Palestinians against Israel's genocide. If I'm going to do that, then I have to be consistent in my opposition to colonialism and oppression. So, like, what Israel's doing to the Palestinians right now is exactly what Japanese did to these Chinese, Koreans, Vietnamese, Filipinos, Indonesians. We did that to them just like not even 100 years ago, just like 80 years ago, right? Yeah, about 80 years ago. So I should learn their culture, I should learn their perspective, and I should be honest in my approach towards colonialism that way, right? Because opposing colonialism, being a descendant of a colonialist country, or being descendant of the people with colonialist history, means you have to you have to start with unpacking your own colonialism, right? You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's important, not just me, because I know that a lot of white, like, European descendants of that live in the Turtle Islands, Canada, so-called Canada and so-called United States. I obviously live in Canada, so I work in solidarity with the people, with people that are in solidarity with Palestinians, obviously, but there are a lot of white people that are in the movement too, and they start by unpacking their own colonialist history, right? They, I was at the rally supporting the indigenous rights the other day, and I thought about these things a lot. And I met some Japanese Canadians there too, which was nice. Like, I hadn't in these protests, I feel like Japanese people are not common. Like, you know, like Japanese people there are not as many Japanese Canadians here as much as say like, you know, even like Chinese Canadians or Korean Canadians. So there's that. But anyways, that was nice. And you know, at the same time, we are colonial. Sorry, we, as I said, we have a colonialist history, but at the same time, we were oppressed. We have a history of being oppressed, especially here in Canada, because during World War II, Japanese Canadians were put into these concentration camps, and our human rights were violated here in Canada. So that's why collective liberation is important, right? Like, you can be, well, if there like if violence exists around the world, like, and if oppression exists anywhere around the world, you can be like, if one day you are the oppressor, but another day you are the oppressed, right? So that's why it's important to liberate ourselves. Like, everyone should be liberated, and everyone has to live in equality, because if not, like, no one is safe and no one is free until everyone is free, right? So yeah, that's what I've been thinking, and I'm gonna go back to learning Vietnamese after filming this video. So peace.